since over the last year and make them real, make them permanent. And I think that's one of the big problems about only ECOS. A lot of the Republicans,
well, the House is actually passed the housing bill, the Senate is got a House bill for this week and next week. And so he is answering some questions. The question here for
right,
you did turn up.
That is the optimal question for my friends, my Republican friends on Capitol Hill, and for the White House. So the two points to this thing on the tariffs. It changes this speech, and in 30 days it changes his meeting machine. That's how devastating. He's going to be emotional about something the American people do not want.
Mr. Speaker, the President's cabinet.
That's right, the President's cabinet is now entering. Let's talk about the role of
This seems to have risen
or
to the seat.
I think that's the reality is that we met a couple of people in the Oval Office wearing the hat of every possible job that there could be in the government. And that is his role right now, is that he is the fixer of the get done, wherever in the world that it is. And that actually is probably a great thing because it speaks to confidence in the president's confidence in him. It speaks to his competency and his ability to navigate this complex, MAGA ideology with real foreign policy. And that's not really the job.
Where she served, and I served with her in Congress. But look at the visual here. So
Democrats boycott. And what do you have? The Republicans lying both sides of the aisle, which is not the norm first day of the union. You usually have Dems that are there, people early, Republicans there, super early, camped down, have their already on tennis.
And it's like
They bring breakfast, lunch, and snacks. It's a ridiculous thing. But they're all lined up there. And Republicans on both sides, you're going to see an enthusiastic response from that chamber that had the Democrats been in there, they could have actually delivered a separate message in this moment. And instead, they're leaving it to be much more of a rally for Republicans. I think that's an interesting visual the Democrats gave us.
Right, so he's a very important person.
And there's James Greer, the U.S. Trade Representative. I still think when we go back to this, there's an anxiety that's palpable in the country about the economy. There's an anxiety about the fact that the president is distracted from dealing with it, that his policies have set people behind. And then you have this thing, given both
what happened in Venezuela, what happened in Nigeria,
what happened in Iran before, what's about to happen in Iran.
and it's never been
And this is a country with nervousness and anxiety that they're not taking care of with this
tomorrow. And I think the president of the United States, given this
election,
election,
and given that he doesn't turn the dynamic, with this speech and other things, he's going to have a Democratic House and Senate, and that's going to and that will change his final 2 years, his presidency. So a lot is riding on this for him, and I think that's a dynamic that is almost impossible to succeed at.
I do think this point about what Democrats are doing tonight, the leadership's decision to send a clear message that if you can't sit down, behave, don't come, that probably might end up being the right call, because creating a scene in that room, I don't know that that works for Democrats. So for the people who didn't think that they could sit there without reacting, them not being in the room, I'm not sure it's going to make a difference to the people that
I stand up on the Democratic side, will be there in force. As we noticed, my friend and former colleague, Al Green, he showed up. He made a scene last time. Getting back to my time, sitting in the 6th row with my calm, quiet colleagues from South Carolina, and Barack Obama's president, and Joe Wilson is all the time. So since that moment, there will be something of a show tonight. I think this would be a bad thing. If they will lose the day they did this.
There's the White House Chief of Staff right next to Kristi Noem as well. Jake, let's go back to you.
Thanks so much. Yeah, Kristi Noem, who is, I think it's fair to use the term controversial and possibly even in battle. The Secretary of the Department of Department of Homeland Security. There is the president's family. We have Tiffany, Don Jr., Eric, Ivanka, and Barron, who is in college. And there's Energy Secretary Chris Ryan. Is that right?
That it is.
Okay, and then some sports facility. Melania Trump, First Lady and producer of a documentary about Melania Trump, controversially run on Amazon.
And
We're playing a parlor game, right? We're trying to figure out who the designated survivor. Caitlin thinks she knows who it is. Who have you not seen? Who is the cabinet secretary? Do we need to explain what this is? Ever since the JFK assassination, one member of the cabinet does not attend the State of the Union in case the worst possible catastrophe happens. So there is somebody who run the country, and we know it is not Kristi Noem, it is not Lee Zeldin of the Environmental Protection Agency, it is not Sean Duffy of the Transportation Department, or Scott Bessent of the Treasury. So tell us, Caitlin, who for your bingo?
And there's also small business impact. The only thing we're looking at is Doug Collins, Secretary of Eric. We've not gotten confirmation yet that it is Doug Collins. That appears to be based on who did see walking in the room there. According to but I have to say, yeah. This is what I find entertaining these days. The Attorney General Kim Bondi was there. She was by. Also, the Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick, and he said, "Well, read it. She's just John Roberts, who wrote the entire opinion." Right, the president's tariff decision. Howard Lutnick obviously has been instrumental in working with the president on those tariffs, trying to broker these deals with countries that the president is now threatening these countries that they still need to adhere to them, despite what the Supreme Court decided on these tariffs. So I thought that was interesting. To see how that happened. Doug Collins was also the designated survivor last year.
It was last year. It was also
For those wondering, before Supreme Court justices who showed up, including Chief Justice Roberts and Justice Kagan, Justice Kavanaugh, and Justice Amy Coney Barrett, 3 out of those 4 voted against President Trump on his tariff.
Barrett is somebody that he appointed and said to have particularly magnetic. And it also didn't mean that Marco Rubio walked across and this is why I was right a little bit to state Amy Coney Barrett's hand as he was one of the first cabinet secretaries down the aisle there. Another thing that stands out to me too is Lutnick has been under some degree of fire for ties to Jeffrey Epstein when he said in public when he released in public, and then of course what the files revealed about him.
What it sound like? Am I still echoing?
Some of the Democrats that are there in the audience, of course, bringing survivors of Epstein, Virginia Glover there.
TV clearly?
To say, after these files, to speak to America, and then he's going to one of those.
Mr. Speaker, President of the United States.
Mr. Speaker. I go. Man, oh man, yo, the wig got his hair. Ain't nobody help him. He ain't got no friends out there. How they let the wig get it? Oh, come on, man. How they let old buddy? Man, did nobody say, sir, man, hit the swoop. Yeah. Come on, man. Somebody tap him on the shoulder. Ain't nobody gonna tap him on the shoulder. Well, I'm thinking Republicans on both sides and so forth. And Democrats in these shows, everybody Republicans, ain't nobody was like, yo, swoop that joint down. He might have told him right there. Camera cut. All right. Come on, man. Man, look at that. Man came in with the hat. Felt they show him no love. Oh, come on, man. John Roberts. Why they got John Roberts over there looking old? Oh, man. Hey, you see him throw a couple pounds? Come on, man. She tried to show him, but he didn't look. He didn't scoop it down. Why did he even? He didn't. They didn't have him swoop it down or nothing. Come on, man. I we'll see how this play out, y'all. We'll see how this play out. Oh, he should John. Oh, I thought he was gonna hit John Roberts with the stiff arm. He walked past. He walked past Kagan, Colbert. You know, you gotta talk. You talk to all the generals. Rock on. Buddy, right there. The dude. Oh, he actually put a suit on. The dude right there that he just talked to is the dude that always wear the hoodies and the sweatpants to the Senate floor. But he put a suit on tonight. He said it's a medical issue. He can't wear a suit, but he got a suit on tonight. I'm gonna go to the job. Mom, like, medical issue. I had to come in here. It's basketball shorts. Yeah, like I'm about to go hoop. Come on, man.
Or countries, and he was after evidence that they used to.
This president often, I mean, many people will say to you, I'm sure everyone at this table has experienced the difference between President Trump when he is face to face with someone and President Trump being.
Look at it, Trump. Hey, man, Trump, like, yo, stop me. He's sitting off to the side. I ain't even gonna get in there right now. I ain't getting there for the point. Y'all keep clapping. Yeah.
Office the last time.
And it was after he pardoned before the
The Democratic Congressman Quayle, he expressed anger that Quayle didn't impose.
Members of Congress have the high privilege and distinct honor of presenting to you the President of the United States.
All right.
Well, thank you very much, everybody. It's really an honor. Speaker Johnson, Vice President Vance, First Lady of the United States.
All right. Okay. Okay.
Second Lady of the United States. Members of Congress and my fellow Americans, our nation is back, bigger, better, richer, and stronger than ever.
All right. We're back, he said. How y'all pockets feeling out there?
Less than 5 months from now, our country will celebrate an epic milestone in American history, the 250th anniversary of our glorious American independence. This July 4th, we will mark 2.5 centuries of liberty and progress and freedom in the most incredible and exceptional nation ever to exist on the face of the earth. And You've seen nothing yet. We're going to do better and better and better. This is the golden age of America. When I last spoke in this chamber 12 months ago, I had just inherited a nation in crisis with a stagnant economy, inflation at record levels, a wide open border, horrendous recruitment for military and police, rampant crime at home, and wars and chaos all over the world. But tonight, after just 1 year, I can say with dignity and pride that we have achieved a transformation like no one has ever seen before,
Okay.
and a turnaround for the ages. It is indeed a turnaround for the ages.
Oh man, Al Green I got kicked out already? Come on, he said that. Al Green got kicked out already? Man. Hold up, man. I don't think we got a couple minutes. Al Green already got kicked out.
Today, our border is secure, our spirit is restored, inflation is plummeting, incomes are rising fast, the roaring economy is roaring like never before, and our enemies are scared, our military and police are stacked, and America is respected again, perhaps like never before.
Boy, holla. Al Green
After 4
got
years
kicked out.
in which millions and millions of illegal aliens poured across our borders, totally unvetted and unchecked, we now have the strongest and most secure border in American history by far. In the past 9 months, 0 illegal aliens have been admitted to the United States.
I don't understand that one. 0 illegal aliens have been admitted to the United States. They admitted they wouldn't be illegal, but I don't know.
Allow people to come in legally, people that will love our country and will work hard to maintain our country. The flow of deadly fentanyl across our border is down by a record 56% in 1 year. And last year, the murder rate saw its single largest decline in recorded history. This is the biggest decline, think of it, in recorded history, the lowest number in over 125 years, year 1900. In fact, substantially before my wonderful father, I had a wonderful father, Fred, before he was born, substantially before he was born. That's a long time ago. He wouldn't like me to say that, but that's a long time ago. The Biden administration and its allies in Congress gave us the worst inflation in the history of our country. But in 12 months, my administration has driven core inflation down to the lowest level in more than 5 years. And in the last 3 months of 2025, it was down to 1.7%. Gasoline, which reached a peak of over $6 a gallon in some states, Under my predecessor, it was quite honestly a disaster. It's now below $2.30 a gallon in most states, and in some places, $1.99 a gallon. And when I visited
Whoa.
the great state of Iowa just a few weeks ago, I even saw $1.85 a gallon for gasoline.
In Iowa? Anybody live in Iowa out there? Get that dollar and change?
Mortgage rates are the lowest in 4 years in all US, and the annual cost of a typical new mortgage is down almost $5,000 just since I took office. 1 year.
How's
And
that?
low interest rates will solve the Biden-created housing problem well, at the same time protecting the values of those people who already own a house that really feel rich for the first time in their lives. We want to protect those values. We want to keep those values up. We're going to do both. And we are going to keep it that way.
All right.
The stock market is at 53 all-time record highs since the election. Think of that, 1 year. Boosting pensions, 401ks, and retirement accounts for the millions and millions of Americans. They're all gaining. Everybody's up, way up. In 4 long years, the last administration got less than $1 trillion in new investment in the United States. And when I say less, substantially less. In 12 months, I secured commitments for more than $18 trillion pouring in from all over the globe. Think of it, much less than $1 trillion for 4 years versus much more than $18 trillion for 1 year. What a difference a president makes. A short time ago, we were a dead country. Now we are the hottest country anywhere in the world, the hottest. As thousands of new businesses are forming in factories, plants, and laboratories are being built, we have added 70,000 new construction jobs in just a very short period of time. It's getting bigger and bigger and stronger. Nobody can believe what they're watching. American oil production is up by more than 600,000 barrels a day, and we just received from our new friend and partner, Venezuela, more than 80 million barrels of oil.
New friend and partner, huh? Little military action to get you that nice friend and partnership.
American natural gas production is at an all-time high because I kept my promise to drill, baby, drill.
Clap for me. Y'all are not clapping enough. I gotta look off. Do you clap more?
More Americans are working today than at any time in the history of our country. Think about that. Any time in the history of our country, more working today. And 100% of all jobs created under my administration have been in the private sector.
Clap for me now. Y'all ain't clapping enough. Clap harder.
We ended DEI in America. We got a record number of job-killing regulations, and in 1 year, we have lifted 2.4 million Americans, a record, off of food stamps. And for all of these reasons, I say tonight, members of Congress, the state of our union is strong. winning again. In fact, we're winning so much that we really don't know what to do about it. People are asking me, please, 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 Mr. President, we're winning too much. We can't take it anymore. We're not used to winning in our country. Until you came along, we're just always losing, but now we're winning too much. And I say, no, 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 you're going to win again. You're going to win big. You're going to win bigger than ever. And to prove that point, here with us tonight is a group of winners who just made the entire nation proud. The men's gold medal Olympic hockey team. Come on.
Really revving him up. He's really screaming into the mic.
It's the first time I've ever seen them get up. And actually, not all of them did get up. But they beat a fantastic Canadian team in overtime, as everybody saw, as did the American women who will soon be coming to the White House. They were in the Oval Office before. And I just want to say a second very big congratulations to Team USA. I have to say that, and I told them this, and we took a vote of the team. I said, anybody votes no, I'm not doing it. So they stood there, and they weren't about to say that, because I've never seen a goaltender play as well as goalie Connor Halligan. With 46 shots on goal, and I asked him, the one shot, the one where you put your stick in the back and it hit the neck of your stick and bounced off, you practiced that, or was that lucky? He refused to answer that question. But I just want to tell you that the members of this great hockey squad will be very happy to hear, based on their vote and my vote, and in this case, my vote was more important, that I will soon be presenting Connor with our highest civilian honor, which we will be given, and which has been given to many athletes over the years. But when I say many, not too many, like 12, it's called the highest civilian honor in our country, the Presidential Medal of Freedom.
Oh, wow. You gonna give him that medal?
Great athletes have gotten that very great, the best, and I thought he deserved it. And I did take a vote, every single one of them. I said, I'm not giving it if anybody goes no, and every single one of them rapidly put up their hand. So I want to thank you all. What a special job you did. What special champions you are. Thank you very much. Also pleased to say that the next time the Olympic torch is lit, it will be here in America for the 2028 Olympics, and it's the summer version right in Los Angeles. We're gonna do a good job in Los Angeles.
I got the California delegation.
Los Angeles is going to be safe, just like Washington, D.C. is now one of the safest cities in the country. And this year, and I say, I got to go. First term, and they did. The president, when this happened, strange things took place. And now I've got them because I got the Olympics and I got the 2026 FIFA World Cup. And I wanted to claim the 250th, but I didn't get away with that one. Couldn't claim that one for myself. But we're getting the World Cup. So we have the World Cup and the Olympics coming. And that is exciting news. So this will be a year to celebrate our country, the heroes who have kept it free. Men like Buddy Taggart. At age 17, Buddy volunteered to defend America in World War II, serving in the Pacific under the great General Douglas MacArthur. He fought bravely in the famous Battle of the Nose, worked so hard. He was badly wounded and almost killed by enemy machine guns in Luzon. And 81 years ago this month, he liberated the largest internment camp in the Philippines, one of the largest anywhere in the world. But he earned many honors, including a Purple Heart and a Bronze Star, came home, started a family, and tonight he is in the gallery looking forward to July 4th, 2026, his 100th birthday.
Oh. Oh, well.
Buddy, you're a brave man, and we salute you. Even in times of challenge, setback, and immense heartache, the spirit of 1776 has always shone through very brightly. It was July 4th of last year when floodwaters tore through a girls' summer camp in Central Texas. One of the worst things I've ever seen. I was there, rising 26 feet in the matter of minutes, tragically claiming many, many lives. You all remember that one. As the waters threatened to sweep her away, 11-year-old Millie Kate McClamen closed her eyes and prayed to God. She thought she was going to die. Those prayers were answered when Coast Guard rescue swimmer Scott Ruskin descended from a helicopter above. Nobody knew where he came from. It was Scott's first ever rescue mission, young guy, very brave, very, very top, always top in his class, and he lifted not just Billy Kate, but 164 others to safety.
All right, we got a whole room stand. Okay.
People watched Scott from a distance, and they couldn't believe what they were seeing. The winds were blowing, the rain was pouring, everything was going, and that rapid water, nobody's ever seen anything like it. They said, wow, that's something. Tonight, Scott and Billy Kate are here together, reunited for the very first time. Thank you, Scott, Billy Kate. And Petty Officer Ruskin, I'm pleased to inform you that I am now awarding you the Legion of Merit for extraordinary heroism, which is what it was, extraordinary heroism. Thank you.
Oh wow. You got a pin right there in the audience. Right?
I'd like to have the military aid please come down. Thank you very much. Take care of that very important service. Thank you very much. 1776 to today, every generation of Americans has stepped forward to defend life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And they're really doing it for the next generation. But now it's our turn. Together, we're building a nation where every child has the chance to reach higher and go further, where government answers to the people, not the powerful, and where the interests of hardworking American citizens are always our first and ultimate concern. That is the debt we owe to the heroes who came before us, and that is the promise we must keep to America for our 250th year. Last year, I urged this Congress to begin the mission by passing the largest tax cuts in American history, and our Republican majorities delivered so beautifully. Thank you, Republicans. All Democrats, every single one of them, voted against these really
Here we go.
They wanted
All right. Trump about to talk his talk to him now.
We held strong, and with the great, big, beautiful bill, we gave you no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, and no tax on Social Security for our great seniors. And we also made interest on auto loans tax deductible the first time, but only if the car is made in America.
That's hard though. When almost every car been made in Mexico.
A devoted mom who's homeschools and children, beautiful, 2 children, during the day while waiting tables at night as her husband works overtime, operating very heavy equipment. Megan is here this evening and she's happy to tell you that she is so much richer because with no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, and our expanded child tax credit done again by Republicans. Megan and her husband will take home more than $5,000 extra just for the year, cutting her tax bill in more than half.
Oh man, she got to come for getting a bigger refund. How they find Megan? You know, say you had to apply for that.
Thank you, Megan. We're fighting for you, Megan. Under our bill, parents like Megan can also activate their children's brand new Trump accounts. And I didn't name it. He did not name that. Nobody believes me, but I did not name it. Made by a real tall man. He was right there with the nice family. Actually,
They know what to do.
accounts for every American child. This is something that's so special that taken off and gone through the roof. Millions will be pre-funded courtesy of the U.S. Treasury and private individuals like Michael and Susan Dell, who have donated $6,250,000,000 to fund the Trump accounts for 25 million American children.
He there too? Cameraman can't find them if they are.
How do you make all that money? He said, well, I just got on my door in school. We make computers, sell to people. And I just kept selling and selling and selling. And pretty amazing story. That's called the American dream. We sold a lot of computers, a lot of those laptops. So I congratulate him on that, but I really thank him, Susan, as well as others like Brad Gerstner, a very tremendous guy. He was behind it right from the beginning. Brad Gerstner, thank you, Brad. Modest additional contributions, these young people's accounts could grow to over $100,000 or more by the time they turn 18. Think of it, how much money is that for somebody that started with nothing? Over 100,000, could be much more than that. To make this investment in our children's future, go to trumpaccounts.gov, trumpaccounts.gov, and a lot of people are doing it. It's setting up and knew what it was going to take. So proud of them. I'm so proud of the people that got it started. Now it's just taken off. One of the primary reasons for our country's stunning economic turnaround, the biggest in history, where the Dow Jones broke 50,000 4 years ahead of schedule, and the S&P hit 7,000, where it wasn't supposed to do it for many years, were tariffs.
Oh, here
We
you
use
go.
these tariffs, took in hundreds of billions of dollars to make great deals for our country, both economically and on a national security basis. Everything was working well. Countries that were ripping us off for decades are now paying us hundreds of billions of dollars. They were ripping us so badly, you all know that. Everybody knows it. Even the Democrats know it. They just don't want to say it. And yet these countries are now happy. And so are we. We made deals. The deals are all done. And they're happy. We're not making money like they used to, but we're making a lot of money. There was no inflation, tremendous growth. And the big story was how Donald Trump called the economy correctly. And 22 Nobel Prize winners in economics didn't. They got it totally wrong. They got it really wrong. And then just 4 days ago, an unfortunate ruling from the United States Supreme Court. It just came down.
Hey.
Very unfortunate ruling.
Look at
The good news is that almost all countries and corporations want to keep the deal that they already made, right, Scott? Knowing that the legal power that I, as president, have to make a new deal could be far worse for them. And therefore, they will continue to work along the same successful path that we had negotiated before the
Supreme
Court's.
He's talking that talk.
So despite the disappointing ruling, these powerful countries country saving. It's saving our country, the kind of money we're taking in. Peace protecting. Many of the wars I settled was because of the threat of tariffs. I wouldn't have been able to settle them without. Will remain in place under fully approved and tested alternative legal statutes. They have been tested for a long time. They're a little more complex, but they're actually probably better, leading to a solution that will be even stronger than before. Congressional action will not be necessary. It's already time tested and approved. And as time goes by, I believe the tariffs paid for by foreign countries will, like in the past, substantially replace the modern day system of income tax, taking a great financial burden off the people that I love.
Well, tariffs is one of the things that countries don't pay. You know what I'm saying? Say if you were selling iPhones or whatever, and the time you bought that across the border, you had to pay the government to bring, not the country that makes them. You would, but you know,